Today is the final day of summer vacation here in the Brickitect studio, a place that I haven't really been much this summer. We've been on so many adventures and done so many things that if you've been subscribed to my vlog channel, you've seen all of that. But tomorrow morning, that all comes to an end. My entire household goes back to school, Clarkman to learn, Mrs. Brickitect to teach, but myself, I'm left here with only one thing left to do, and that is to get back into Legoing again, full time! I'm so excited to do this, and I thought leading up to that, I would share with you something that you may have missed if you haven't been following my vlog channel, and that is all of my Lego yard sale scores for the year. You can see everything here on the table and floor behind me. This happened to be my very best Lego yard sale year I've ever had. We've gone to more yard sales than I've ever gone to, and it seemed like every single day we went out, we found Lego stuff. And I documented all of that, but I really haven't made any dedicated Lego videos in these things, so I thought in this video maybe I could kill like 30 birds with one stone, and I'll show you everything that I got this year and go through it with you, and you can like salivate and drool all over yourself because it's some pretty awesome stuff. Now don't get me wrong, I didn't find anything groundbreaking like a UCS Millennium Falcon for $5 or anything like that, but in terms of sheer volume of Lego, this was just an amazing year, and I'd love to share this all with you. I can't tell you the prices because this came from about May all the way up until this very last week. So all of this was just found by me, and then a lot of it was by my father-in-law, who just happened to find stuff when he went out looking for me. It's kind of given him like a purpose in life to help me find Lego stuff. And if you've seen Bud Man out at the yard sales asking about Lego, he asks everywhere we go, and sometimes things come forward that he just ends up finding because people are like, yeah, I have a Lego friend set, for example, and surprisingly, this was $10. I know that because we got it recently. The girl that he bought this from, she pulled it out of her basement and she put all of the bags back together. So that bag one that you see here that she labeled, that is actually bag one of the set. So I could rebuild this exactly the way that it's supposed to be. She had all the minifigs in here in a bag. Characters, she wrote out. It's characters. She put that all back so nicely and it was incredible. I have this set already, but for $10, how can you not? So that was really awesome to find that. But that's just tip of the iceberg. There's so much here, and I guess I'll just kind of go right around here. Let's start with, as you can see, this kind of goes all around here. Should we just start here in the front? We'll work our way around. It's gonna be a bit of a longer video if you can't tell. You probably look at the timestamps down there and you're like, oh my God. But we're on this for the ride. So let's start with this right here. This is a mixed lot, as you can tell. There's a lot of various stuff in here, some of which is not Lego, but that's never scared me off before. This all needs process. Like everything here kind of needs gone through. Everything needs to be cleaned. Everything needs to be like sorted. And this could keep me busy for this entire school year probably, but we're going to be doing some more exciting stuff than that because there's other projects I have. This is just a giant mess over here, but let's talk about this lot here. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time on any one particular thing because we'll be here all day. I wish I remembered how much we got this for. I think this is very early in the year, but anytime I can get an entire collection of stuff like this is just awesome. And you might see things in here that you recognize, and that's always helpful because sometimes I can piece things together on occasion. But yeah, this is just a mixed lot with a lot of random stuff in it, and that happens a lot when you got kids stuff. That's the same story with this one here. I think I paid $20 for this. The money was going to charity. It was for the elementary school, and she's like, everything's donation. I gave 20 bucks. And there's a lot of mega in here, but there's also a lot of Lego in here as well. There's a couple base plates, and again, I'm just so thankful to get stuff like this because this is where Clarkman pretty much likes to be these days. He likes making his own stuff out of Lego, making mocks essentially. And anytime I can find pieces in bulk like this, where you're not going to Bricklink and spending $5 just to ship like these two pieces, is awesome. No offense, Bricklink. It's been my experience on there. There's a minifig. How about that? So some of these do have minifigs in them and whatnot. I will move this out of the way though, because under here, I think I paid $30 for this. I didn't really want the table, but the table's kind of cool and maybe we can build stuff on there. There's the price tag. I should have tagged everything up. You can see there's some tags here, but underneath here, look at that. In fact, let me move this out so you guys can actually look in there. That just tilts up, I think. Oh, it doesn't. Anyways, there is all the Lego that came out of here for $30. There are minifigs in here. And some of you guys probably do want me to spend a bunch of time just kind of going through all of this, which, you know, we have time on our hands. There's a poly bag that's kind of open. There is a lot in here. This is a natural Lego collection. No minifigs were pulled. And then I believe most of this is actually Lego. I mean, there's probably some in here that's not, because that's just the way it is with kids. But when you can find minifigs and all of that stuff in there, there's a book, which we already have this book, I think. I was just stoked to see this. The table, I don't know, maybe we'll build on it. Maybe I'll donate it. This could be an extension of Minecraft World. We can make a bridge that goes over to this, and this could be a whole nother world of Minecraft World, which would be kind of cool. But here's a little dig. And I'll be doing some live streams and stuff where I'll be going through all of this. In fact, that's a big part of what I plan to do going forward as I get back into Legoing. Starting tomorrow, if you're watching this day it comes out, you'll probably find me live tomorrow working on some stuff, processing some Lego. So if there's a favorite thing that you have here that you really want to see more of, just let me know, and I'll make that a priority to go through it. So far we got number 1. We'll just get some numbers. We got bin number 1. Maybe you want to see bin number 2. Maybe you want to see the table because that has like the most like actual Lego stuff in there. Maybe you're excited about that, so we can make that a thing. Just let me know. As we creep across the front here, I think this is one that I've already made a video on. This is a huge Duplo Lot, and you can see the price on that. Budman did really well on this. There's some stuff in here that I'm probably actually going to sell. As much as you may think that we're Duplo enthusiasts, and once upon a time we were, there's some things in here of decent value. So I'm going to put that on eBay, and then what I plan to use that money for is to buy other Lego stuff or parts that we need, or use for yard sales in the future. So I'm just kind of keep paying it forward, if you will. So the next time I go out yard sailing, I'll use money that I spent from this yard sale that I sold stuff from, and see if we can make some money off of that. And I think that's kind of a cool way to run things. It keeps me motivated to process and to get things listed that I'm not going to do anything with. Like I'm obviously not going to do much with Snow White, or I'm sorry, Cinderella. Yeah, see, that's why I need to sell it. So I'm not going to be playing with this, contrary to what you might think that I do in my free time. So why not sell it? And then we'll use that for other cool stuff or sets in the future. And I think that's just a good way to roll with things. Speaking of things that I'm probably going to sell, we've got a whole Friends World in here. This was courtesy of Budman and Deb. They went out and found this. Again, I can't remember how much it was. It's probably in a video somewhere. It's got manuals with it. So we could try to piece these all together, which could be a whole experience by itself, and then sell off completed sets if I have them. And if not, I bet I have the pieces somewhere or another that we could piece these together and make a little money. And some of that is all in here. So you can see lots of Friends stuff. Some non-Lego stuff in there too. Friends was a really popular thing this year. It seems like every girl that ever had a yard sale was getting out of Lego Friends. They're all letting it go. I think this is from a grandmother, and I guess the kid grew up, and that's what happens. But you never sell your Lego because this stuff's good forever. You can have Lego from decades and decades ago and still make use of it, which is really cool, and that's compatible. So that's all of that. Again, I don't know what the cost this was. I can't remember. This set's complete in here too, which is right there. So I'll probably sell that too to recoup some of the costs and make a little bit of money. It's always a nice thing. Now that we got everything in front of my table covered, at least briefly, let's move on to the table. You already saw this Friends set. This was our most recent acquisition. I think they paid $5 for this. This set is in here, but missing just a few pieces. And I think I could probably piece that together and then sell this whole thing, because this could have some nostalgia for someone out there, but it doesn't quite have that for me. So I would just sell this as an entire lot. And again, the whole purpose is to use the money to buy future Lego with, regardless of what it is, whether it's at a yard sale or maybe something crazy pops up on Lego's website. But this is another set. This is sealed. I already own this set, so we'll probably sell this unless it's not worth anything, in which case we'll just part it out in the collection. This is also here. This is Lego Ninjago 71717, and I don't know if that's all there or not, so I'll have to go through that. That'll be a fun thing to do on a live stream. We got some Mario stuff back here, and I don't think Mario's in there, although Clarkman stole them, I think. I think that was the story of this. Clarkman took a second Mario, so it's just leftovers from that. I'll part out. Here's some extra pieces here as well in a little Ziploc bag, and here too. I don't know where these all came from. This is all kind of in a mix, so it's kind of all just, it was just down here, but I was like, oh, let me make a cool display. So that's kind of where we're at with this. This you already saw if you've been following the channel. Who was this? Meg's Legos? Megan. She went through and organized all of these bricks in different colors, and for that I am so thankful. But there is, I think this was $8 for this or something, and she's got everything in here all nicely organized and ready for me to put into my collection, which needs to be organized but is nice and organized. Just don't look there. No. Stop looking. In front of that, though, is this video set that Bud got. Got this at the auction or something, I think, and it was super cheap. but I think this is all here. And what I'm gonna do with this is just part it out because it's partially built, and Clarkman started playing around with this too. So I'll let him build out of that, make some mocks, and then ultimately we'll put all those pieces in our collection because there are some really cool colors in here as they fall all over the box. And I think that'd be nice to have for building in the future. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to actually throw that box away because that hurts my soul what they did here. So yeah, we'll do that. In front of that is another lot that we got. Don't ask me how much this was. I can't remember. I think it was cheap though. This looks like a pretty natural collection. There is some Mega in here. Close your eyes if it hurts your soul. But there's also some Minecraft. When I showed this in the video, people were pointing this out. There's Shaggy. Maybe his head's in there somewhere. We got, just a whole bunch of stuff. Again, if you want to see anything in detail here, if you want to see it like as a priority, just let me know what it is. Use some way to describe it. And I'll try to boost it up on the list of things for us to do while we're working on Lego every day. Or Legoing, as I like to call it. I don't know what that is. It's Mega too. So yeah, we got to go through that. There's some hair and some dirt and stuff in here. So we got to clean that up a little bit. This here, what is this? Dots probably. I'm going to part that out, put it into the collection. So we'll sort that and get that taken care of. This, I don't even know what that is. Just a big pile of Lego stuff with sealed bags at top. If you know what this is, let me know what I'm looking at here. There's lots of bag 3s. Looks like a blue, maybe it's a crater set maybe. If you recognize it, let me know. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, that's a Chima. It's Chima. Is that what that is? Yeah, maybe that's what that is. That'd be cool. I don't even remember getting this. I don't know where this came from. It just like magically appeared. I'll show you the side. There's a Chima guy right there. How about that? I haven't said Chima ever since 2020 when Chima hit and we started doing the quarantine streams. There's a big Sterilite full of Lego. Probably the easiest way to show it to you is just spin you around there so you can see down inside. But that's pretty cool. I have no idea where that came from. It's been so long, dude. Been so long. We're dropping pieces. There's a little Chima head, helmet. We'll put that in there. This next one here is a mess. These people had like a tote, and I think they gave this to me for like $2, so I couldn't resist, but there's so much random miscellaneous crap in here, and it's super dirty stuff. Like, I'm afraid to even put my hand in there, and I'm also afraid of that guy too. But there is just so much random junk in here that this is going to be like a kind of a disgusting one to go through, but ultimately I'm going to be able to pull a bunch of Lego out of here and throw some Lego away. Again, for $2, you don't even question it. You just take whatever they have and you roll out with it. There's a little sampling of what you can expect. Hey, that's pretty cool actually. There's probably some gems in there. You just got to dig through it. This, $5. Lady gave it to us for like $2. I was just going to pass on it. And she's like, no, take it. So another $2 Lego score, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. Again, I'm going through this probably quicker than what some people would like because you want to be like, oh man, I'm going to pause that, see what's in there, Greg. You'll see all this stuff if you stick around the channel. We're about to get into it big time here. More Friends. Boy, we need to stop with the Friends. In fact, I passed on a bunch of Friends stuff this year. Believe it or not, even with all the Friends that you see there, I passed on a bunch. There's this set. We'll try to piece that together, try to get that sold. $2. Why not, right? And there's more in here. These are all bagged up. Oh my gosh. They're all bagged. I don't know where this came from. Usually the Friend stuff is the stuff that Bud and Deb get for me because I would probably just let it go unless it's super cheap. But I'm betting we could sell all these off. Somebody that loves Lego Friends, maybe you're going to be really happy once I start processing all this and I get this all listed for sale because, yeah, there are going to be a lot of stuff out there. If you're in the market, we'll put that back in there. I'm going to try to keep this as nice as I can whilst going through it. There we go. It's on a TJ Maxx bag. Next up, what do we got in here? Oh, this one. Oh gosh, this is the one I was thinking of. This isn't well, I guess they're both bad, really. What is that? Oh, it's a microphone. This one was from like a really disgusting place. There's an Emmy in here. I think that's what that is. There is this guy. There's a marker. They were just like, I should have let this go, but it was so cheap. I think this is like $3. There's Piglet. Clark loves the non-Lego stuff when we go through all this, but man, there is just so much crap in here. And this stuff is really dirty and kind of disgusting, but that's what I like to do. I like to dig through this, and again, you never know what you're going to find. Let me just pull a handful out for you. We'll dig down at the bottom. It's probably going to be mostly non-Lego. Yeah. Gross. Gross, gross. What's not gross, though, is the last thing I'm going to share with you. This might have been one of my greatest scores. All these Lego Dimensions that are in here, I got these for $5 each, and some of these are worth significantly more. I don't know what they're worth these days, because I was just looking them up when I was there, and I was like, dude, that like pays for the whole thing right there. So we got the Mystery Mobile from Scooby-Doo. We got Portal 2. I'm going to try to lay these out here. We've got, oh, they got another one of those too. I think this one's actually fairly expensive. You can look it up. It's the team pack from Lego Dimensions Scooby-Doo. Put that there. Do we have enough space in here? We got the Dimensions Homer and his car and TV. We got Jurassic World, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, in the words of Clark, man. We got that one. These are a little dusty, but I'm going to sell all these. I don't really do Lego Dimensions, so I just saw this as an opportunity for a nice flip. We got Bart in his car. We've got Lord of the Rings. Who's that? Legolas with his arrow launcher. I think this one might have been a bad move, paying $5 for, but it's Cyborg from DC. We've got Gollum. I don't know what that one goes for either. I was just taking all the licensed ones. I felt like this I should have probably left. It's a Ninjago one. Who was that? Zane. We got Krusty and his motorcycle. And last but not least, we've got the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West. So yeah, that was, I think it was $65 for this, and I already sold one of these to my buddy Brad. I sold him the Back to the Future one for $40, which was, I think, a very fair price. So I made $40 off my $65 purchase, and I should be able to make a whole pile off this. In fact, I would say that there is enough value in that box alone to pay for everything that I showed you in this video, because while it looks like a lot of stuff, like you look at this table and you're like, holy smokes, it's a lot. But this stuff came to me pretty cheap. In fact, there's a couple other things that I got that I've already sold and I've made money off of. So this is actually working out. In fact, this came from a yard sale too. You may have seen this, and I've got these from yard sales. And oh my gosh, there was a little Duplo set. I'll be right back. I gotta get it. We're gonna make this an entire video. I gotta show you everything, at least that I have left that I haven't sold yet. Let me grab my last two things that I got yesterday. Just when I thought I was wrapping this video up, I've got this yesterday. I paid $5 for Batgirl. Works. And I'm gonna sell that most likely. I literally just sold to Brad again. I sold him the police officer one that I bought for $2 a few weeks ago. I sold that to him for I think like 20 or so. I paid for the shipping. He's a good dude. So we'll sell her, add her to the list though, just when you thought it was done. And then I got this Duplo Lot for $2 yesterday as well. And I bought it simply because there's Pluto in here, and I saw Pluto sells for like $10 or $15 on eBay. So that was like worth it for me. Plus, this is almost complete. There's like 2 missing pieces from this Mickey train, but Mickey's not in there, so I'll probably just put that into our Duplo collection. But beyond a few Mario things that I sold, in addition to the stuff that I sold for Brad, this is pretty much everything that I have here that's still intact. And all of this will either be processed in the case of the bulk stuff. The Friends stuff I'll probably be selling off. That Friends Lego set there, the TV show Friends, I'm probably going to part out that into my collection and sell the minifigs off to recoup the cost of that plus more. And the Dimension stuff's going to get sold. That's going to get sold, and then everything else just gets parted out and ready for future mocks and stuff. So that's a lot of what I'm going to be sharing this year, I guess, as we go into September here and I get back into Legoing. It's like I turn Lego into a verb. I want to Lego. I want to Lego. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to have you along on the journey. If you're still with me, I know it's been a little silent here this summer, but as you can see, we've been busy doing a lot of stuff, and we're about to be busy doing a lot of stuff here. So on that, I hope you enjoyed this little tour in Lego yard sale stuff. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next video, or videos, because I got a lot to do down here, as you can tell.